Welcome to the Man United stream. Hope you're doing well. It's transfer deadline day. It's huge news day. Will Man United sign a striker? That's what everyone's talking about. We're going to be discussing that and lots more in today's show. Will Man United be able to seal the deal for Matthias Tel? We're getting conflicting news coming from sources. One source saying that it's a deal still on. Another source saying that the deal has totally collapsed. Bayern Munich have walked away from the table because they're not agreeing on a deal. We're going to be telling you why they've walked away. We're going to be telling you what Matthias Tel thinks and what Man United are going to be doing and who else are Man United looking at to sign. This is absolutely going to be crazy in the last couple of hours of this transfer window. We've got till later on today, so let's just hope United can get their crap in order and sign somebody, because if they don't, United will be in trouble. We saw that yesterday in yesterday's game, which we will be discussing also. United losing 2-0 against Crystal Palace. What went wrong? It was absolutely dismal, the performance. It was awful, and you have to point the finger at Ruben Amorim as well in this loss. But we're going to be discussing that and lots more in today's show. But before we do that, make sure you hit the like button on this video and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all the latest Manchester United news and transfer news from one single daily dose. So let's kick off today's show with looking back at yesterday's game, the 2-0 defeat at home at Old Trafford against Crystal Palace. Yes, things have got that bad that we are now losing 2-0 to Crystal Palace at home at Old Trafford. I can't think of this season winning Crystal Palace. I don't think we won Crystal Palace this season. In fact, I don't even think we won them last season. Oh, this is just dismal, isn't it? For Man United fans watching this live at Old Trafford, paying all that money, going out in the cold, sitting there, watching your team get battered by Crystal Palace. You were not expecting that. I mean, we turned up, we were watching the game thinking, right, United can perform. They can perform. They had a good midweek game in Europe, and I think United could have gone out there and won maybe 1-2-0. You know, it wasn't going to be a scrappy game. We knew that, but we heard that we saw the team sheet, and it was no striker, no Rasmus Højlund, no Zertsky. In fact, Kobe Mainoo was our most forward player. And it was all confusing. It was scratch your head time thinking, what's going on? What's happened? Has Zertsky got injured? Has Rasmus Højlund got injured? What is going on? What is Ruben Amorim doing? What is he trying out now? I mean, do you think he should have put the win over the experiment? I mean, should he have bagged the win first and then tried that formation with Kobe Mainoo? It worked in the first, I'd say, 5-10 minutes. Kobe Mainoo looked dangerous. United looked dangerous, but then Crystal Palace were just took over. Crystal Palace just took over, and United were toothless. And how many times have we said that? How many times have we said that United have got no one up forward in the strike to cause any problems for the other team and their defence? And that's what happened yesterday. Yesterday, it was just like, you know, we knew we're not going to score. There was absolutely no time in that match where I thought United are going to get back into this and score a few goals. It was just horrendous. And yes, Amad Diallo had one of his off days, and we knew this was going to happen also. We knew Diallo cannot keep up the pace. He can't have every game where he comes up trumps and rescues United with a goal or two. This is not going to happen. One day we'll come across Diallo where he's going to be off form and no one else is stepping up. Garnacho, I'm going to say it. We should have sold Garnacho. Yes, we should have sold Garnacho when we had the chance. I think we're going to regret this. Going forward. Garnacho's going to be one of those players that we're going to say, damn, we should have accepted some offers on this guy and sent him out. And because, look, it's not that Garnacho isn't good, but he's not good in this current United team. He's a great player and one for the future, but in this current United team and setup, it doesn't suit him and it doesn't suit United. And I was saying this to my friends yesterday, saying, look, we're watching Garnacho play, but you know that, look, Garnacho's a luxury item in our opinion right now. He's a luxury item because he's a player that you'd probably look at and think in a top team, he would be insane. He'd be really good. He'd cause a lot of problems for the other team. But in this United team that are not even half decent, how the hell are we going to make Garnacho look good? Let us know in the comments below what you thought about yesterday's performance and the 2-0 defeat against Crystal Palace. Did you see any silver lining? Because we didn't. We are worried for this United team. We're worried because we're thinking this is not getting any better. It's not getting any better, and we're not seeing any signs of improvement. And Ruben Amorim has to take some blame for that. I'm afraid he has to. He's a new manager, yes, but even he has to see that these players are just simply not playing well enough. Now, after the 2-0 defeat against Crystal Palace, we had the Ruben Amorim press conference, post-match press conference, and in that he was asked questions about making new signings, improving this team, and you could see the frustration on Ruben Amorim's face. You can see that he wants Ineos to pull their finger out and go and bring in new players, signings, because he's essentially telling everybody that the players that he's got at his disposal right now are not good enough. In code language, that's what he was saying in his post-match press conference yesterday at Old Trafford, saying that the players struggle to play. Those players cannot play this system. We all know that the players at United are simply not good enough, and he needs new players. He needs new players. In fact, one of our best centre-backs has gone off injured long-term probably, and that is not good news either. We are in deep, deep shit, and Amorim knows this, and he was making a cry-out call yesterday at his post-match press conference. Please go out there and sign somebody. But will Ineos do that? Let's now move over to transfer news, because it is the transfer deadline day and everything is going to be going on. We're going to be getting news on an hourly basis. I mean, we've been in touch with our sources since early morning trying to find out what's going on. And there's one deal that everyone is talking about, and that is Matthias Tel, the striker from Bayern Munich that was supposedly on his way to United. A few days ago, when we heard that Man United had agreed a loan deal with Rashford and Aston Villa, Rashford going to Aston Villa, we thought, that's it. This is it. This is the opening that we needed. We needed this opening. Aston Villa are going to pay something like 70% of Rashford's salary, which is over 300k, and that money that we're saving could quite easily go towards the new deal for Tel, loan deal. But we heard yesterday that Bayern Munich walked away from the table because they want to do a permanent deal for Matthias Tel. They don't want him to go out on loan. Even though Tel wants to go out on loan, he's confirmed to Bayern Munich that he wants to be loaned out to Man United, and well, Bayern Munich aren't agreeing to it. Bayern Munich want to sell him. And that is, I don't know if that's good news for me. I'm thinking, why are Bayern Munich so keen on selling Matthias Tel? Maybe because they received an offer of £60 million from Tottenham that they rejected. Well, they didn't reject, but Matthias Tel refused to join Tottenham, so Bayern Munich had to reject the offer. Now we're hearing that Bayern Munich do not want anything less than a full sale for Matthias Tel, and they're expecting United to come up trumps. Will United make a full buy offer for Matthias Tel? I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, I've heard from sources, I've spoken to sources this morning, and they're saying that Ineos are not going to budge. Ineos are not for budging. They're not going to be pressured into making a full buy for Matthias Tel. They've said what they had to say to Bayern Munich. They want him on loan. They're willing to pay his salary, but they're not willing to go out there and buy him. What Ineos are prepared to do is accept a buy clause in his loan deal. That's the only thing they're prepared to do. They're not going to be pressured into making a full out buy for Matthias Tel. Well, look, I think that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable. I'm sure there's lots of fans out there who will be saying, no, we need to go out and buy him. We need to buy him if we have to. But look, we've seen this. We've been there. We've got the t-shirt, and making panic buys last minute in the transfer window has never helped United. We've struggled when we've done that, and I don't think this is a good deal to go out there and spend 60-70 million pounds on a striker that we haven't even fully researched and we haven't prepared for. He might not even fit Ruben Amorim's system at this stage. So this is not something that I'm agreeing with. If we can get him on loan, yes. If we can't, then I think United must walk away. Let us know in the comments below what you think about this whole deal about Tell. Do you feel United need to go out there, get him at whatever cost, don't care about how much he's costing, or do you think United should stick to their guns and just simply go out there and get him on loan? Now, another backup player that United are considering is Leon Bailey from Aston Villa. This is again huge news coming out of the Premier League. We've heard from sources that United have made their inquiries and have put in Leon Bailey on the burner just to see what happens last minute. If they can't go out there and get somebody else, they are prepared to take Leon Bailey on a loan deal. Again, United are looking for loan deals. They're not looking for purchases. They're not looking to buy any player. So if you're expecting United to go out there in the last couple of hours of the transfer window and make a purchase of a player, think again. This is not going to happen. United are looking at only loan deals, and Leon Bailey is a player that they have liked, they have been watching, and they are considering. Another player that they're also considering is Christopher Nkunku from Chelsea. Again, someone who they're thinking of taking on loan. I'm not quite sure if Nkunku really will provide the cutting edge that we need in this United team. We need an out-and-out striker. For me personally, Tell is the guy. For me personally, Tell is the missing piece. We need a big, strong striker to be at the front of this United team. I don't think Leon Bailey will do that. I can't see Nkunku doing that. So for me, I would say Tell. Drop your comments below on what you think United need to be doing right now. There's still time to go out there and make some deals, make something happen. United are looking for loan players, and that loan deal could happen in the last hour of the transfer window because it's a lot easier. There's hardly any paperwork. It's much easier to get over the line. So that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping that United actually can go out there and make maybe 2 loan deals, maybe Tell and Bailey. Why would that not happen? This is where Ineos need to pull their finger out. I mean, lots of fans are unhappy with the way Ineos have been dealing with this whole United transfer window, and I agree. You could even see Ruben Omrin. You could see what he was thinking yesterday in the post-match press conference, thinking, what the hell have I done? These guys pressured me to leave halfway through the season when I was smashing it at Sporting, and they brought me in here and they're not even backing me up, and they were telling me to wait till the summer transfer window when the team lies at the bottom half of the Premier League table. Absolute shambles, isn't it? It's absolute shambles. We're going to bring you further updates as and when they happen, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any further transfer news today. You are watching the Man United Stream channel by the fans for the fans.